Alright, this is Cyrus the Virus, and of course this thing's gonna start crashing the minute I start talking. This is Cyrus the Virus, and I want to talk about why I think Black Rage and Pokemon Go is related. On each one of these little clips where I'm going to have what I'm talking about in the background, I'm going to be explaining why they're kind of connected. Now, you go ahead and do the math, look it up yourself if you want, and hit me up, leave a comment about what you think, and leave a like if you agree. But Pokemon in general started in the early 2000s. Now, if you keep that in mind, and let me move on. What did she do? So as I was saying, keep that in mind for a brief moment about when Pokemon came out. Now I'm going to show you a few other things that have came out in the early 2000s that have randomly been appearing in this day and age, 2016. Pokemon in general started in like 2000. I was a kid and everybody was watching it, and that's why it's a super crazy thing for a lot of college kids these days to go out and play Pokemon Go. It's kind of like a flashback of your childhood. It makes you feel like a kid again. Now, do you remember these making you feel like a kid? So, we are walking down the street at Centennial Park, which is a national park in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. We're walking and everybody is doing Pokemon Go. Everybody's playing the game Pokemon Go. Me and my nephew and my girlfriend and a friend of ours is goofing around, you know. Somebody's looking down at the ground, it's dark, and so I jump in, I'm like Bulbasaur, you know what I mean? And people are freaking out and laughing. And this guy walks by, and I don't remember who it is that asked. I believe it was this dude we're hanging out with. He asked, "Where did you get those?" Dude's wearing a pair of shiny light up sneakers. Now, these were another thing that was popular in the year 2001. At the end of this video, I promise you, everything I'm talking about will make sense. Pokemon Go, light up shoes, 2001. So, my girlfriend reads a post on Facebook. She's actually showing me it, sitting on that couch right over where she is right now. It's probably a couple of days ago. And the post says, funny thing, in 2001, Pokemon was a big deal. What was the other one, babe? Tarzan, the cartoon came out in 2001. Or 2000, 2001, something like that. And Tarzan, the movie, is now airing in theaters. So, a lot of connections, right? You tell me if this is a conspiracy. All these things are happening that happened in 2001. Now, I know I'm sure everybody has heard at some point about Black Rage. I call it Black Rage only because it does have to do with a certain amount, a certain type of people. Not all of that certain type of people, but it definitely is majority of the black race, the African Americans. They feel that something's owed to them, and that they need to do something about it because the lives are lost of their people. People die every day all over the world. Cops die, black people die, white people die. Children are murdered in different countries, starving in other countries, starving all over the world. People are dying of disease and living their lives, you know, selfish. Nobody cares about God. But to not get into all that, it's going to be a very big thing. And this thing is going to be pretty serious. And if it's as serious as many people believe, including myself, okay, you might ask yourself, how is this related? How is the rage? And if you haven't heard about the rage, more than half of the population in the United States of America is going to go into a riot. Black Rage riot. And it's all over something that there's no control over. People are gonna die. People are gonna hate. And the only thing you could do is the people that are good can speak their mind and hold their peace. You know, like everybody being involved, attacking each other, breaking in places, you know, causing mayhem, military coming in, police. This is not solving anything. All it is doing is causing war and chaos like people have done in all time. In the Bible, in history, it's the mistake that we repeat constantly. The only thing is, it's been a good minute, especially for any of us in this generation, and the way that we live in this generation, we're not repaired from nothing. But even in many of our parents and their parents have not lived through something quite like what's going to be coming in the near future. Everything starts off in the middle of, everything starts off nowhere. Things happen in the blink of an eye. My mother talked for years about this dream where she would wake up. She wouldn't wake up, that'll be edited. She would have this saying over the years or this thought in her head, like deja vu, where she would go, wow, it happened so fast. Now, if you remember, you probably never watched The Stand by Stephen King's, but Mother Abigail, this great Christian woman, wisdom Christian woman, goes, the storm's coming. And then she goes, it's his storm, about Randall Flagg, which is the devil in that movie. And then if you watch the end of Terminator, the first Terminator, where Sarah Connor goes, what did he say? Because someone's speaking in Spanish next to her car, and the woman goes, he said there's a storm coming. And she looks over and she goes, yeah, there is. Well, my older sister is sitting on the porch of my mother, and there's an actual storm coming. It's a beautiful day, like one of the most beautiful days you've ever seen in your life. And my sister looks over for no reason. I'm the one that put those movies together. That's just my 20-year-old, brain or whatever. But she goes, there's a storm coming. And my mother looks over and goes, what did he just say? So I'm putting these links together, and the reason that those things that happened in 2001 are important. All these coincidental things that have happened in the early 2000s, like Pokemon, sneakers, Tarzan, and many, many, many films and many different things out through history. There's a certain people that are above the people of the United States, above the people in their own country. The leaders of the world have the secrets, and we do not. They know it's coming. And the reason these little things like Tarzan and these shoes and Pokemon Go are related is because they happen. Is it coincidental that they all happen around the same time as a tragedy like 9/11? That was the only other thing that happened. The only huge, the bizarre, extreme thing that happened on that year, 2001, when Tarzan was out, sneakers were popular, and Pokemon was at its most popular. It was when the movie was made, the last movie. Black rage, whatever you want to call it, the rage attack that's going to happen to America. Is this a sign that is going to be as big as 9/11? If so, God bless, my friends, and be safe. SARS the virusTvCc, outie like a virus.
Looking like Miley. Start looking like Miley.